Good evening and welcome to United Real Therapy Crew. How are we doing, Therapy Army? Go live and direct from freezing Manchester, snowy Manchester. How are we doing, guys? How are we doing? Big up to every one of you. There we go. Wing Loon Lodge. There we go. Don't want to upset anyone. But unless Rangnick is already in the country, I don't think he is. He will have to go 10 days quarantine. Woohoo! Breaking. Wow. Thanks for the heads up. Yeah, we're hearing that there's this new strain of the coronavirus going on. So people, how are we doing? It's absolutely bitter. Bitter, mate. Absolutely bitter cold tonight, man. Honestly. I can't say enough how cold it is. Got the heating on full blast. But it's still freezing, people. It's still cold out here. Very snowy. The kittens are sleeping because they just want to get cozy in it when it gets a bit too cold for them. But what do we think of the game, people? What did we think of the game? And on all seriousness, was Carrick taking the was Carrick taking the piss about Scott McTominay being man of the match? You know me, seriously, I have no agenda. The only agenda I've got, actually, is bankers out, glazers out. They're the main agendas that I have. And I've got agendas against the coaching when it's crap, because some of the football we're watching from Man United is horrendous. But I just want to come to this point. I've got no agenda against Scott McTominay. I genuinely wish Scott McTominay was an absolute baller, because I'll be coming on here singing his praises. So don't make me out like I'm individualizing him. Fred, I mean, what he was thinking with that shit. Oh, can somebody tell me? And what Aaron Wan-Bissaka was doing as well. And Bruno, horrendous, absolutely horrendous. But Scott McTominay cleared a couple of headers in the box, got in the way of a one shot, and took one whack in the face and Carrick gave him man of the match. Did any of you count how many times he passed the backwards? You're a midfield player for Man United. And you know what? All due respect to all my Scottish viewers, all due respect to Stephen Kramer, to everybody. But Scott McTominay is not better than anybody who plays in midfield for Scotland. So why is he good enough to start match out for Man United? Playing like the way he does. He's not been on form. He's been injured. He's been ill. I'm not blaming him. Do I think that Scott McTominay has given heart, blood, sweat, and tears? I expect that of everybody. I expect that that's the minimum as a professional footballer. You have to give sweat and blood and tears, especially in a big game like this. Carragher is doing that because he knows we've got something called Scottish protection racket, right, to protect him, right? Because every element he always has to start. Always has to start. I'm sorry to say, today we were no better than them. Actually, Burnley played better against Chelsea than we did. Burnley did that. Today we look like a Tony Pulis team. And all of a sudden, I see Gary Neville's agendas already. He's saying Rangnick picked this team because Carrick will never drop Ronaldo. Nah, Gary. That's why I want these guys out, man. I want every one of them out. So Gary is not coming out, still trying to protect these boys. I don't want any of this. That was not a Rangnick team, man. That was not a Rangnick team. That's not Rangnick team, genuinely. Right? Guys, come on. I need what you thought of the game. 23 shots we faced, right? 23 shots, and we have 3 shots. I think they're counting the one where there was a pass back by Fred. They're counting that as a shot. I don't count that as a shot. That's not a shot, man. Come on. That's not a shot. That's surely not counted as a shot. And the one, did somebody have a shot in the first half? Was it Bruno? Are they counting that as a shot as well? That went well wide. Nah, man. I'm happy for Sancho. The positives are Sancho scored. I don't care if it was a mistake. Sancho scored the goal. So I'm happy for Sancho. Big up to Sancho. 2 goals, 2 games in a week. There we go. Bang, bang. There we go. Look a lot better. Even though he was wasteful in the first half. We were rushing everything in the first half. Chelsea are so good at getting the ball back. They're so good at squeezing and being tight on you. I thought Rashford was woeful in the first half. I thought second half for 15 minutes. If you look to the game, we played for 15 minutes. 15 minutes in that second half. We scored. And then we started to play. We were a bit more confident on the ball because Chelsea had to go for it even more. But Wan-Bissaka, man, what are you doing there? He's going away from goal. He's not going to turn, swivel, and shoot. He's going away from goal. Why do you have to go and kick that? It was a penalty, people. I know some United fans are saying it's not. But he's kicked him and then got the ball. So he's kicked him at the back and then got the ball. But let's talk about it. There we go. Carrick, how are you? Fantastic game. What a setup. Look like Tony Pulis was in charge other than Carrick today. Talk to me. What do you think of that game?
Absolutely, thoroughly enjoyed that game. Best game I've actually been enjoying for a long time.
Okay.
I thought we were really good. Honestly, I'm so happy. You probably heard my message at halftime in the group. We said, you know, I love to make you laugh, bro. That's why I'm here, man. No, I'm not joking. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. I might be.
Yeah, listen. Let me read this. Algero, yeah. Pick up Algero. Nuruddin, James Garner is better player than Scott. He can pass forward the game much better. Of course, he's more cultured centre midfield player. We just need Garner to stock out a little bit. Get stock here. But I expect him to be back now that Rangnick is here. I expect him to come back. But go ahead, Carrico. Hail, Carrick. Go ahead. I'm gonna.
Hi, Carrico, man. Listen, I thought it would be difficult. The game went, yes, they will be, you know, dominant. They will force the issue. But my fear was what I said yesterday. The guy's application and attitude and desire has to be there. And I must say it was, man. It was in abundance. The way we approached that games, the players did themselves proud. Today, I liked a lot of things, bro. I thought, you remember we talked about second balls and all that? We were there, man. We were there. Started off dodgy, then we found our feet, and I thought we came into it. We stayed in the game, which is what I wanted. And we did look.
Thanks to David De Gea. Because that
goal,
the beginning, if they score in that first 5 minutes, it's
I know. I know. Sometimes you need that, man. Dave has been fabulous. But after that, from back to front, honestly, man, I can't fault them. I thought Bayern Lindelof did well. Wan-Bissaka did really well for me. I thought on the ball he was really good.
Wow.
Tellez, I liked it. Fred, today's my man of the match, bro. All day. Fred, I thought, was amazing. He was everywhere. Scott McTominay, again, solid today, man. Stood up, was counted. What I'd like from him, there was quite a few times the passes on to go a bit forward. He went backwards. But again, it's nerves, man. It will come. It will come. Bruno picked it up second half. Sancho picked it up second half. Everybody was
for 15 minutes. We look like a team. We look like we could.
We look like a team. We look organised.
And I thought, 15 minutes.
Yeah, man. I'll give it to Carrick today. You know what? Picked a good side. He went with a plan, and we deserved our point. I thought second half, man, we played. You know what I mean? We came into it proper, and that penalty was. It is a penalty, but it's just a bit of a sickener, man.
But he doesn't have to go for it there, though. Where's the intelligence there? You know what? The guy he's got his back to goal. He's going away from the goal. Let him take the touch and then block him. But don't just swing your leg there. Don't swing your leg.
It's hard, Dino, man. I know what you're saying. But
listen, you know that. I promise you, it's not hard when you coach properly. It's not hard. The player's going away. The ball is dropped to him. The ball is going away. I won't mind if he was facing him and he was about to shoot. Then I think you've got to do everything you can to block it. And if you catch him, if it's a penalty, it's a penalty. But you have to challenge him. He's got his back. He's almost behind him. And he's going away from goal. He's facing the wrong way. You don't. You just jock him, get behind him and make sure he doesn't turn.
In that moment, though, Dino, the ball's going all over the place in the box. You just want to get rid, yeah. It's just a bit of it's just one of them we have to accept. It just happens, bro. Sometimes
you know what? There's something called positional sense. That's why at the top level, You don't see many players to the top teams making mistakes like that. Like I said to you, if he was facing the ball, 100%. If Thiago Silva was about to shoot on goal, the ball dropped for him and he's there, it's about to hit it, Wan-Bissaka has got to go and then try to challenge him. If he then takes him out and misses the ball, penalty, I accept that. But he's got his back to him and he's going away from the play. So, but anyway, that's me being pedantic. I actually disagree with you. I thought the way we set up, if Chelsea, the game plan worked because De Gea made 2 good saves. And I think without De Gea's 2 good saves, we get beat. Playing like that, we'll get beat. I thought the front 3 in that first half were dreadful. We couldn't connect. I thought our midfield was dreadful. I thought the second half, we were, for 15, 17 minutes, we were good. And we actually played out. And actually, that game was there for the taking. But I couldn't believe Rashford has been the man. And then he takes him off. I just couldn't believe that. Bring Lingard on to do what? Rashford is not. Chelsea are worried about Thiago Silva and are worried about Rashford's pace. And then he brings Ronaldo and puts him on and put Rashford on. No, man, no. Listen, that the blood and sweat and tears, putting their lives on the line. Yes, I get that. Yeah. In terms of effort, which has been lacking for the past 6, 7, 8 months, yeah? We didn't feel like the effort was there. We didn't feel like we had a game plan. But Stoke City, we can't do this. That was Tony Pulis, prime Tony Pulis. And I think Tony Pulis would have troubled Chelsea. I mean, it was building pressure. They had 23 shots. We had 3 shots. 1 that was the goal. The Fred pass back. That's all that was. It was the pass back. And then what else did we have? Bruno had a shot in the first half. Come on, we're stretching here. Football is about Man United players are worth as much. The only big difference in that game is that they're a well-coached team with a proper plan and proper coaching. We are guys who are being coached horrendously for the past how many years, who are just trying to make it up as they go along. And that is the ultimate truth and fact. But look at the positives. I agree with you on some of the positives. I agree Sancho's goal. I thought that little shimmy, I like that cheeky street footballer that was. But
I thought, honestly, do you know what? When I watched that game today, we stayed in that game constantly. And I said that, if you listen to what I was saying at the time, I said, look, we are going to go and get a breakaway goal today. That's how this will work. We're going to frustrate them. And the reason we scored, they did get frustrated a lot. Yeah, they were going to bang in on the door and that, I agree with you. But to a point, they get desperate. They're going to commit everyone forward and then it's going to open up. And that's how the goal came. The key for me today, stop them, disrupt them. I thought Fred and McTominay doubled up really well with our fullbacks. Really, really well. No,
I actually it was Matic and McTominay that were doing that, were dropping in. It was Matic. Fred was more.
Fred was doing it with Telles and Tominay was doing it with Wan-Bissaka. And Matic today was perfect where he was. Honestly, we played really well today off the ball. I thought we put a shift in, we pressed, we closed space. Of course, at a certain point, this is Chelsea at home, man. It's a small pitch. They are going to canvas us. But do you know what? 23 crosses today, not a sniff they got. And that's without Maguire. That's surprising. I've got to give it to Bailly and Lindelof, today. Honestly, it's not easy playing the Chelsea team. Do you know what I mean?
I know that, but it's easy when you've got like, at times, United were playing with 4 centre-backs because Matic and Scott McTominay were also like two extra like centre halves. I thought we were playing 4.
Look, the thing today, I'll tell you the truth. The thing today,
that's what it looked like. But anyway, I just wanted to read this one. Vinnie says, Nuruddin, I analyze football games. That's what I study. I can show you the way we pressed on the 3. That was Rangnick. You might not agree, but it's your problem or not understanding football. Listen, Vinnie, I'm happy to have the debate. We pressed in the first 10, 15 minutes. To me, a pressing game is about sustainability. I still saw Bruno running around like a headless chicken. That's a fact. I still saw Rashford not running back and tracking back, thinking that he was a striker. I still saw players walking about. And in that first half, the way they got behind Wan-Bissaka in that first half, especially in the first 15, 20 minutes, we were hanging on. We were literally hanging on. Look how many corners there. Look how much pressure they built. They were well inside our area. So there was no pressing there because we weren't meeting up the pitch. To me, yesterday, listen, yesterday I said the best way to stop Chelsea is to put somebody on Jorginho, right? Because he's the one who makes them tick. And then to meet the fullbacks of the pitch. We did that for a couple of minutes here and there, but we didn't do it at the end. They had all of the They were penetrating. They had 23 shots. And if they had decent strikers today, we could have been gone. That's a fact, guys. We got to admit.
Look, you're going to have to accept that today our keeper is going to be called into question and work. And there are going to be moments that are going to be scary. No doubts. No doubts about that. That is something that most people accept. But I promise you, the pressing game today and the communication between the players today was impressive. I swear to God, man. I'm not just saying it because Vinnie said it. Bro, today, everybody was at it. Everybody was at it, Dino. I'd love to see today's running stats, I swear. You know what? I said to you, this is going to be a hard game. I'm not sure who to start. I said I'd probably go Fred McTominay. Your team, Mundo's team, I wasn't sure, but the attitude was there, and that diamond worked a treat. The only thing in the first half, Bruno was so important in that diamond to get the ball out of his feet quickly, because we've not got a striker up there today. We've basically got two wide guys to try and push them back. Don't forget that. So Bruno's got to get it, and he got caught quite a few times on the ball in the first half. Fred or McTominay would play it into him, he'd get caught. Second half, it was quicker. It was quicker. I swear today was impressive. Wallahi, I'm not joking. I was impressed off the ball. I thought the way that we disrupted them. And you know what? Watch the first half and some of the second half. How you were saying Tellers has to get up the pitch against Reece James. Wan-Bissaka has to get up the pitch against Alonso. We did that. We did that when we could. I promise you, many times I've seen it. But bro, sometimes you get pushed so back. And when you've not got a striker, it's hard. It is hard to get out, and they committed everyone forward. They had one guy back when our goal came, Jorginho. That's how much they commit people forward, and we held on, bro. Do you know what? They did have 23 shots on goal, but what did De Gea have to really do, apart from the first couple of saves that he made, which were big? It's okay, you can keep shooting, you can have 50 shots, but it's all right. The lads dealt with them today. I promise you, we were sturdy, man, today. Do you know what I mean?
Carrick,
we weren't shaking.
Oh, you're basically saying F Rangnick, Carrick, give him the contract right now with our performance, yeah? Is that what you're saying?
Nah, bro. I'm saying Michael Carrick today, I take my hat off to him. Do you know what I mean? I take my hat off to him. He didn't just play Freddie McTominay, he banged you out with Matic as well. I'm surprised people didn't go sick, but do you know what? Considering the amount of players we've got missing, and he dropped Ronaldo and he put Sancho and Rashford. Right. Michael Carrick, you've got to understand, somebody was saying, look, as an assistant manager, your job is to assist your coach, to back him up. Publicly, you have to say he's the man and give him your full confidence. Otherwise, you're undermining him. Mm-hmm. But Michael Carrick, to me, in just 2 games, has shown me personally, he has slightly different ideas to Oli. And I think he's done well, bro. And today, honestly, I was impressed with us. Honestly, right. I thought we were good.
We're going to get this up now, the match, the analysed.
Look at my man, Footy Live. Disappointed not to come away with the win. However, would have bit your head off for a draw. We were well worth our point. Don't you agree?
Where Chelsea are, in terms of their leaders, they've been a form team. They've only conceded 5 goals this season. But I understand that. But I thought the way we played... Guys, we're making it out like Man United are just like Stoke or like Burnley or Norwich or Villa.
But what is the reality of Man United right now?
And what we did, we camped inside our own half. We camped.
No, we didn't, bro. We didn't, bro. Do you know what it is?
15 minutes, I'll give you for the 15 minutes in the second half.
No, I swear. No, I'm not. Dino, forget 15 minutes. Apart from the first, they come out of the blocks fast. They come out of the blocks very, very quick, Chelsea, and they are heavy metal football. So you have to weather that storm sometimes. But as soon as we weathered that storm and we settled down a little bit, started to find our feet after about 23 minutes, the game settled down a little bit, and we started to think, right, okay, we're just missing that final pass there to get us away. Yeah. And it just didn't come first half. Second half, it came.
Yeah, you know what?
I swear, today, honestly, the way you got to remember, yeah, if we were talking about Man United flying as we should be, and we did that, then I'd be looking at it and saying, nah, that's not great. I want to see better. But do you know what? We're in a major hole, and they're one of the best teams in the world, man. They just demolished Juventus. Do you know what I'm saying? The top of the league at their ground, and they are flying. And to me, bro, the way in that context and going into this game, everybody was saying we're going to lose this game. It could be a thumping, and it could have been a thumping. But you know what? It wasn't a thumping. We were well worth that draw, and they got a penalty, which was a penalty, but it was a bullshit kind of penalty. And I swear we could have won it. Do you know what I'm saying? And Lingard coming on, I like that one.
What was Fred thinking then? When the guy passed the ball to him, what was he thinking?
Oh, mate, I don't know. But do you know what? Today is one of them days, Nuruddin, where I take my hat off to the players and say, you guys deserve your checks. Go home, put your feet up, and be proud of the performance that you put in. Let's go forward and build on this. I hope Rangnick watched tonight, because I think he might have seen that these players are good players. There is a lot of potential there. And if he wants people to put shifts in, there are many of them that can put a shift in and that can be resolute. But of course, in the transitions is where Rangnick will come in and he will make us that team. I mean, we're coming off the back of a whole season so far since the summer of really, really not knowing what we're doing, where we're going, what's happening. The team has been thrown to the lions. You're going to get smashed up here, maybe at Chelsea. It could be a mauling, whatever. And you know what? They came out fighting, man, and they went down fighting. So I swear as a United fan today, I'm really, really happy with what I've seen. We look organised. I promise you, we looked organised today. I can never usually sit here and tell you what we were doing or what I was seeing. It's just usually vibes and freestyle and all sorts of shit. Today, people had individual roles assigned to them, and they did those roles really well.
Let's not overcomplicate it, though. We went there with a plan. That's like Stoke City plan. Let's not listen.
Stephen, you're right. I have been starved, man. I'm flipping in the desert. This has been so killer, but you have to accept that, man, today's performance.
Let me just answer this point from Natalie. Big up, Natalie. Big up to every one of you in here. There's over 120 of you in here. Please like, share, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Natalie, Nuruddin, we could have kept playing. Nuruddin, would you keep playing Victor and Eric and bench Harry 100%? If we would have had today, Harry, we would have conceded, because Harry's just at the moment his head is not in the game. Let's be right away. That's why he got sent off. He took those 2 yellows within 7 minutes, right? He was doing that to himself unconsciously, to thinking, I need to get out of here. I need not play. So I would, but I can't really judge Eric and Victor today, because they had Scott McTominay and Matic sitting next to them. And it's all good when everybody's defending together as like a unit. That's why when we're going for it in games, that's when I look at when we're leaving like 2 against 2 or 3 against 2 at the back. That's when I go, oh, we defended really well today, because it's easier to defend when you've got 2 midfielders in between you and the fullbacks, plugging all that gaps, and then you're playing like there. Everybody's holding hands practically for almost like 60 minutes or 70 minutes of that game. That's what we were doing. So I can't really say how well they played today. To me, Eric's always on 101. He looks fabulous. He looks calm. And there was a couple of times he took a chance, but at times he brings composure instead of like panicking and heading it out. There was one where the ball got hit up, and he just chested it, controlled it, dead, and just played a beautiful pass forward instead of panicking, instead of going, try to panic. But I can't give them as the whole kind of be like going, oh, they defended well, when everybody's there with you. I play football, honestly. When we were under the cosh, our defenders would be like, yeah, talking, come back here, help us out. When you do that, their game's a lot easier. But in the games where we went for it, when I had a Sunday league, and then we're leaving like 3 against 2 at the back, and then they're defending. They're keeping people, jockeying people while we get back and help them. That to me is good defending. But to me, Harry Maguire for me, captaincy off, because he can't do both. He can't get all he will be take the break that he needs mentally and physically, and then come back refreshed. I would give him a week off, me personally. That's what I would do.
Yo, man, do you know what? Victor Lindelof, to me, and Eric Bailly, apart from the beginning, like you said, they were under a barrage today. And a lot of the times, the midfield, yeah, it did well, but they did get at that back line. And Victor Lindelof and Victor Lindelof, listen.
Back. Chelsea opened us up. I mean, we can get the game.
What I'll say to you, the line today, the amount of balls where Chelsea had 3 guys in the box and Bailly and Vic were in the right place was really good. They won a lot in the air today, man. There was 23 corners, bro. They were solid. And not only that, what I like about both of their performances as the game went on, they were very comfortable on the ball. They were getting pressed high, very high today. Do you know what I'm saying? And Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Telles, we did some nice work getting out of that press. Yeah, they'd come right back at us because we couldn't hold the ball. And first half, people in the comments are right. Our front 3 needed to show more. It's not just, yes, there's not going to be a lot of service today, but you've got to make yourselves available and drop a little bit and then break, not just wait. Do you know what I'm saying? But for me, Vic and Eric, that back line, the centre backs, it's up for grabs. There is no guarantees for none of them. Well, I mean, there's 2 out of 4. There are 2 spots there up for grabs to me. Whether it's Varane, Harry Maguire, Vic, Eric, do you know what I mean? Make the position yours. Fight for it. It's there to be taken. There are no guarantees. That's me. That's me.
My best 2 centre-halves, I think, if everybody was fit consistently in the run, would be...
And Varane, you innit?
Listen, Varane and Eric Bailly, but Eric Bailly is highly fit. But here's the match stats here. They've had 66% possession. That to me, that means nothing. It's all about this for me. It's about the shots on goal and the shots you have on target. That's how in terms of statistics, people, this is what I judge. When I'm looking at my team and how this tells me, first of all, how well the team played, right? In terms of how much you created in the game, right? So to me, the 24, only 6 on target. That's really poor from Chelsea. Really poor. Man United, 3 shots, 2 on target. And I think it was the one that way we scored, and the pass back from from Fred. But here they built a lot of pressure. What I liked in today's game, actually, we fouled a lot. I thought there was a lot of people willing to take the yellow card today.
Yeah, that's true.
Fouling. And I'm not seeing that from United. I'm not seeing Man United players doing any tactical fouling. And they were spreading it around the team when they needed to get stuck in. And I agree, we did that. But I'm not blowing this up to be some incredible performance. I'm genuinely happy. And here, it was interesting. The man of the match on the BBC website, they give it to David De Gea. Because to me, without those 2 saves, it's a totally different game. You know what I mean? It's totally a different game without those 2 games. I've just muted you for a minute because you got some weird noise coming from there. I think he might be chatting to Neil Ashton. I think he's chatting to Neil Ashton. Yeah. Listen, Man United can press, but we didn't. Listen, you have to coach pressing. One thing I did like, and one thing I did like about Carrick is that we're not always trying to play it from the back. We're not always trying to play out from the back. I thought we chose it. I thought we mixed it up. At times when we tried to play out from the back today, we did that. And I thought at times where we needed to just hoof it, get it up the pitch, we did that. I do agree with Hale Carrick. I do agree with him, right? The fact that we fought for the second balls. So it was a bit more intensity in our play. I do agree with that. I do, and that's been lacking, to be honest. It's been lacking for the past 8 weeks. You know what I mean? It's been lacking since the Villa-Everton game. It's been lacking. We've not been fighting for the second balls, and people have been hiding. But for me, to play midfield for Man United, I'm sorry to say, I'm going to keep that standard up. I played in the lowest flipping form of the game, right? Standard of the game. I play Saturday, Sunday league. I'm telling you now, if I was constantly passing that ball backwards, my coach would have gone absolute ballistic. What are you doing? Even if I kept losing the ball, he'd be encouraging me to say, get that ball forward, get that ball out wide, get that ball and make, you know what I mean? Be more intent in the way you're pressing or in the way you're going forward with the ball, carrying it sometimes. You know what I mean? Communicating with the people up front. But I did see a bit more vocality from the team, body language-wise. I did see people talking and people shouting at each other. I did see that. We got to be fair. That was a positive. Because I'm not just about negative people, even though I always call it as I see it. Oh, Vinny's back, people. Vinny, you're more than welcome to educate me. You're more than welcome to come on. If you're on Twitter, follow me, and you can come and educate me and the viewers. If you think my analysis or what I saw today wasn't up to it, and I don't understand, maybe you can teach me. I've seen Man United press before, my friend. I've seen us press even on the Ollie. Last season at certain games we were pressing. The pressing today was not consistent because the way we press today, it's not sustainable. And the team tried it for about 10, 15 minutes. After that, we fell backwards. Majority of the game was played 40 yards, 30 yards from our goal. That's where the game was played. The game, there was hardly any of the game in midfield except for that second half, 15 minutes, where we scored and we took a bit of possession and Rashford came into the game and we brought our forward players into the game. Other than that, we scored, they got the penalty, we fell backwards. And he made defensive substitutions. I mean, the one that I don't understand is the one that... Are you there? Are you there, yeah, Carrick? Are you there, Hale, Carrick?
Yeah, man.
The one that
Carrick's here, mate.
Rashford off.
Yeah, Rashford for me should have gone off. You know what I mean? Rash has not been back too long, and that was a big shift today. Big shift. Lingard is a good guy to bring on, bro. He can press, he's got energy, and he can take the ball out. When we push back, he can drive it out. Do you get what I'm saying? So it was a good sub for me. The substitutions today were excellent. I don't know who did he take off. He brought Ronaldo on. Yeah, maybe. But I've got no real complaints with the Lingard one. I'll be honest with you, man. I thought Carrick today was good, man. He set up really well. I like what I've seen of him on the touchline. Do you know what I mean? He looks like quite a self-assured person. And I like the way he's been speaking. Just this is only for 2 games, you know what I mean? But he's not done himself he's done himself no harm. That's what I'd say. But today, honestly, Man United were organised. They were aggressive. They stuck to their role. Chelsea were in a game today. You know what I'm saying? They had 26 shots to me. I looked at the shots that they're having and the defending that we did. We pressed them.
Like I said to you, still conceding six shots on goal, mainly in our area. To be fair, that is dangerous. You're living dangerously. And if they had better finishers, I agree with Hasselbank, who was in the studio. If they had better finishers today, we could have been, look, at least 2 or 3 of those would have gone in today. I mean, we had 2 shots on one game. That's football. That's football.
Look, if the game continued how it started in the first 5 to 10 minutes.
Let me just answer 1 second. That's how gegenpressing is done. Did you notice Fred on the right? Listen, I saw it in bits, like I said to you, but I didn't see it enough for my liking because the proper gegenpress for me, you press up the pitch, you stop the saws, you win the ball back, and doing it like 5 minutes here, a couple of minutes here, we just sat back. You can't tell me, Vinnie, you can't tell the viewers, you can't tell everyone in the world that's watched that. United played a low block, right? Low block does not transfer it to a gegenpress. Yes, we pressed at times, especially the way we started the game. We pressed at times when we were on the ball in the second half.
Bro, listen. Do you know what you've got to realise? Let me tell you this.
It's not a pressing game where this game, it's gonna take months.
Bro, listen, let me tell you.
Last night, I'm explaining to people, do not get too giddy and think this gegenpress is gonna come out straight away. The most important guy that's going to come.
Listen, Nuruddin, let's stick to this game a second.
Let me finish this point. The most important thing Rangnick has got to do is bring a coaching guy before we get the injury and sort out the medical team in terms of the way. He's not going to get...
We're going off the game.
Let me finish. He's not going to get enough time to train the gegenpress. One of the ways he can train the gegenpress is by showing clips. And he's got one of the best video analysis guys in the world. Guy called Lars... Sonaka, I think that's his name.
I want you to just look, stop a minute.
last, right? Let me finish. Let me finish.
Going off topic.
Let me no, because somebody here is telling me that what I saw.
Let me tell you what. Let me explain to you something.
We played low block football. We will look like Tony Pulis.
Look,
Burnley, even Burnley don't do that.
Mate, look, that guy Vinnie, what he's saying to you is correct, and let me explain to you why it's correct. I'll tell you. Let me explain to you why.
Are you telling me we did Gegen pressing?
Let me explain.
Gegen pressing. Gegen pressing is when you win the ball up the pitch.
Let me explain to you today let me explain to you this.
That's the Gegen.
Listen, look, chill out, relax yourself.
How can we
today,
do pressing?
Man United. Look, listen,
we're defending.
Mate, I'm going to jump out of a window. Just listen. Man United today pressed, but Chelsea were able to get out of the press. That's all that happened. Man United, when they got out of the press, they go fast at you with big width. So sometimes we have to be compact. But any opportunity we got today, it's not, don't go out of your area, don't be scared. Nah, get out quickly. We were out very fast. Anytime the opportunity came, we were right up the pitch.
I'm laughing at the comment here. Schneider's made a comment. Apparently, he'll be changing the diet at United canteen, so the lads better get used to munching on German sausage. I don't think German sausages are healthy anyway, but go ahead.
Bro, do you know what you got to look at, sometimes, yeah? What is the manager's intent? What has he told them the idea is today? The idea for me, when I'm watching it, press them as high as we can when we get the opportunity. I'm not coming to just sit, low block and don't move. That was not what I watched today. Manchester United today, they pressed them. Everybody pressed really well. I told you, we were catching them high up the pitch in certain moments. The intent was to go high, not to low block, but it was good when they got out of the press, which they did, because we're not an amazing pressing team, but our intent was we did press them. They'd get out of the press. When they get out of the press, you have to be compact and resilient. As soon as the opportunity comes, out again fast. Out again fast. Don't just sit here being canvassed. That's exactly what we did today, man.
100%.
That's exactly what we did today.
Listen, here's a fantastic point. This was exactly the same as we usually play against. Why Ollie's been getting success in the games in the city games at the Etihad. This is the starting stuff. To me, the tactics. Vinnie, are you a United fan? I genuinely want to know, are you a United fan? Because Man United, to me, the game, other than pressing in the first 5 minutes here and there, we did exactly the same against City, actually. And we would usually have actually Martial, who's better holding up the ball than Rashford.
Look,
right, was.
Can I answer Stephen Kramer?
Yeah, Stephen Kramer is 100% bang on when he says, this was exactly the same as Ollie played against the Big Six. Right at the start of this is no change. There isn't. But here's Tom.
Let me answer Stephen Kramer. 1 second. 1 second. Let me answer Stephen Kramer. Stephen Kramer, bro, and you. What I want you to appreciate is where Man United are coming from. If Ollie had sustained those performances regularly that we were getting against your Leipzigs, your PSGs, your Man Cities, and your Liverpools, yeah, where we would give as good as we get, we're not going getting smashed. You can see that, okay, you might not like it, but this is what we're going to do. Then Ollie would still be here, he won't be sacked. But we're talking about a Man United team on the back of an absolute crisis going into play, a game where it could be another demolition. The questions today were, are these players going to turn up? Are we going to come with something today of substance and be counted? All I'm going to say to Stephen, listen. All I'm going to say to you and Stephen Kramer is, did we deserve our point?
Listen.
Did we deserve our point? Answer that question, please.
You know what? I think Chelsea bottled it. I think if Rudiger scores, Chelsea will deserve to win that game.
Bullshit, man. We deserved our point all day long. Let's watch Match of the Day and see what they say.
Listen, Match of the Day does not give you the full point of view. Bits and Bob's welcome, bro. How are you doing? Listen, don't get me wrong. I'll take the point. I thought for 15 minutes we troubled them and we could have done more. And I thought, we were dangerous when we got into a little bit of passing rhythm. But today, I can't really say Victor, Lindelof, Wan-Bissaka, Telles, they all played amazing because we had like 6 at the back at that, 7 at the back. That's what we were playing. And we've got to be honest about that. But I'm not saying that we didn't deserve it. Vinnie, I just want to ask you, are you listen, you don't have to educate me on Arrigo Sacchi. I don't know how old you are, but you're more than welcome. If you're on Twitter, add me on Twitter. I'm more than happy to have this debate with you about this game if you want. More than happy, right? Arrigo Sacchi, you don't have to educate me on that. I love Italian football. I watched Italian football before I even came to this country. So let's not go there, right? Let's not go there, right? Bobby, let's go. How you doing, Bobby? Talk to me.
Yes, Bobs.
Just want to say a big shout out to Rangers Football Club. 3 goals, 3 points. Manchester United. Carrick was brave, very brave. I like it. He was. Listen, Michael Carrick to drop Ronaldo is not an easy thing. Chelsea bottled it. That's my conclusion, because every big club, the onus is on them to play attacking football and get the win at home. And they didn't play the best, but I think they bottled it. Yes, we got the goal. We had a good 10-15 minutes where it was on Fred. That pass to Fred, we want that to go to a Bruno or a Rashford. Anyone but Fred.
Or Ronaldo, or even Ronaldo.
Yeah. So, listen, Chelsea's always a hard place. We're not really successful at Chelsea, to be honest. So,
no, to be fair, our record there is quite good in the last how many years, bro?
I know, but meaningful stuff, when we've won, we've not, it's not really... Yeah. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
I mean, people are talking about putting a shift in. That should be the standard, and I 100% agree with you there, Brad Jones. That should be the standard for Man United for me. It's just that, to me, what this highlights, the lack of coaching. But today, for me, Chelsea bottled it, Bobs, right? And if they had a decent finisher, anybody who could finish, we would have been over. And we got man of the match for me was David De Gea, because he saved us at the crucial points in that first 5 minutes. When we were under the cosh, that first 15, 20 minutes, we were under the cosh for so much. Well, go ahead, bro.
No, so I just think that if you look at what the interesting part was for me was the recovery after the goal they conceded. Chelsea didn't panic. He made changes and stuff, and bloody hell, Bruno was basically playing left wing back. Listen, we came with a plan not to get beat, and yes, we didn't deserve to lose. But overall, we didn't deserve to lose, and my return to that would be Chelsea bottled it.
Thanks to David De Gea, to be fair, and the Wan-Bissaka block there in the game.
Listen, do you know what? It's a penalty, right? It's a penalty.
It's a penalty.
Do you know what annoys me?
But Bobby, do you agree with me that Thiago Silva, if he was facing him and he's about to take a shot, Wan-Bissaka can make the tackle because he's about to score. But if he's going away from goal, facing the wrong side, why would you make a challenge like that, bro?
But this is the thing, though, isn't it? We're asking a question about Aaron Wan-Bissaka where we know he's rash.
Let me just answer this question. Would CR7 survive, Ralf, to be honest? Well, time will find out. But one thing I do know, Herando, is that I don't support Ronaldo FC. I support Man United. I don't care. If Ralf Rangnick came in tomorrow and cleared everybody out and got 20 players that going to play to his... I'm about Man United. I'm about Man United challenging for Champions League. And I'll sacrifice everybody. For Man United to go and challenge and be a proper team that has a distinct style and system of playing where we know what we're going to get from these players. That's what I want. But go ahead, Bobs.
No, I just think... Well, Ronaldo, I think we might see Ronaldo drop deeper. You never know. Ralf is very cutthroat, but he's also not stupid.
Exactly. Somebody's saying here, right? If we played so well, Bobby, right? And you know what? I don't want to be negative. Did we create any chances ourselves? The goal came from a Chelsea mistake. Of course, we forced the mistake because you have to force it. You forced Jorginho into a mistake. But we didn't create anything. In 97 minutes, what do the Man United do to create a chance?
Do you know what, Nuruddin, right? To answer that, right, I'll be honest with you. Today was all about a game plan. Don't get beat.
Don't get embarrassed. Don't get embarrassed.
Yeah. I think we have to probably take a step back to look where we are as a team, in the sense of never mind position in the club, but where we are as a team, how we're playing. We've went to Chelsea. didn't play really well, and we came out with a point. Probably better if we had created more and, went for the kill, we probably win, which is, but, games about two halves and games about fine margins and stuff. The whole thing about Ralf, is everyone's like cutthroat this, cut for this, but we need to remember that, like Roy Keane said, Ronaldo scores goals. If you create for him, okay, Ronaldo scores goals. It doesn't matter if it's the first minute, 97th minute, we've seen it. I believe there's a record of him scoring in every minute of 90 minutes. I think we've just got to draw a line under this personally and just be like, okay, we went to Chelsea, let's go and put a run together now. Go beat that North London pish and get a run. Get a run now. Listen, today could have went two ways, Nurden. We could have got embarrassed. And I'm talking 4s and 5s. Okay?
Exactly.
But the Chelsea bottled it. And that's why I think we have to go with the latter. Chelsea bottled it because the form they're in, they don't concede goals. Not too many goals. They score goals. Man United are there for the taking, I dare say. So yeah. So man, listen, they never got beat,
Yeah, listen, I'm happy with the result. But let's not make out the performance was something amazing and incredible. There were some positives. We did press at times. We hunted as a team. We were aggressive. We fought for second balls. That was the most impressive thing for me today, was that players were fighting for the second balls. Nobody was really walking around the pitch like we've seen in previous performances. Only time would tell, though, for me. And I'm not going to get obsessed. Maybe, Vinnie. Yeah, you could say that. Yeah, in the second half especially. We did for about 20 minutes, 15-20 minutes, we played. And then it became a messy game because they had to go for the winner. And they changed shape. And then we went and reacted to that. But I thought the Rashford was bad. I thought he was woeful in the first half. I thought him and
I think, listen, I'm telling you that I'm worried. Sorry to cut you off, Nurden. Rashford, I'm sorry. What is he? Let's have it out. What is he?
He's a winger, bro. He's a winger. He's a left-sided inverted winger.
Is he? Is he?
To be fair, he is. He's goal racker. That's the best position where we get out of him. But to be fair to him, he's been out for a long time with both.
No. Let's not. No, we're not going to play that excuse.
No, I'm just saying to you, he's been out of the team for quite a while. And the team's unstable. But his first half performance was shocking. I guarantee you 100%.
He should have been hooked off at half time.
No, listen. In the
second half, Rashford brought it, man. Rashford was good second half. You have to remember the man's come back from injury, played Villarreal. I would have took him off myself and brought Lingard on. But second half, I think the problem was his job was, listen, you have to stretch them. Bruno's going to get the ball into feet, look over and bam. We're not got a striker.
Bruno was shocking as well today.
Honestly. Yeah, they were.
Guys in the comments, please. Bobby, I'm going to come back to you 1 second. Guys, can we do the player ratings, please, quickly? Let's do the player ratings, people. Everybody get in. Mark your players from De Gea to, obviously, Wan-Bissaka, to Victor, to Eric, to Telles, to your midfield, to your forwards. Let's do it, people. Let's do it. Let's do it together, guys. Let's do it together quickly, right? Bobby, go ahead, and then we'll do this together. Go ahead, Bobby.
So just to finish what I want to say.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, personally, I look at Rashford, and it's not a scathing attack, but people take it offensive, but I just think to myself, what are you? Because for a winger, he comes inside, he turns his back. There was a chance where you're playing against, was it Chalobah? How do I pronounce his name? Sorry.
Chalobah,
yeah. I'm thinking, run him ragged. Turn him inside out. He likes to get tight. Do you know what I mean? Use your brain, but then I think to myself, you don't have a tactical brain. And I just think to myself, you probably are one of the most easiest players to mark over, because you know what? Did you see that there was one point where he should have just took the boy to the byline, crossed it in. He stopped running, tried to cut inside, and then he tried to take on 3 players. And it's like, I want to be like, respect yourself and humble yourself, Listen, there's nothing wrong with being a pace merchant. Loads of players done it. Damien Duff. Damien Duff had a great career of it, okay? But just, the best players always do the basics well, and the wingers beat your man. Do you know what I mean? He was already. Listen, Chalobah was on the next tackle was a booking. Do you know what I mean? Why do we not have like football brain or in-game management for players to be like, do you know what, actually? You're going to kick me and I'm going to get a foul. I'm going to go past you and you're going to have to kick me and break me down. He's on a yellow. Then we go again. Then do you get what I'm trying to say? Like,
Yeah.
You know when they say individual, your personal battles and stuff? I feel like Rashford doesn't do that. And then he'll score a worldie and everyone's like, oh, amazing. But today, at the first half, I was just like, get off the pitch.
No, 100%. Listen, 100%. I'm not going to disagree with that. But to me, you know what? I'm going to judge all these players when we get proper coaching staff and proper coaches in. Because we've been mugged up for the past 3 years. Let's be right, guys. It's been vibes football. If you want to be honest, Saeed was right. It's been vibes football. And he saw it before a lot of us did. Today, our XG was 0.56. That don't surprise me. That don't surprise me at all. Nice one, Finn Walsh. I'll check him out, but I've heard a lot of good things about that young kid that you suggested there. Lopatelli, yeah? This kid here. He's a very good player. Right, guys, let's go. David De Gea. Go ahead. Hail, Carrick. David De Gea, what score would you give him today out of 10?
Bro, listen, I need to jet. I will just, sorry, boys, I do have to go. I'll just say, I will give every single player that played today a 7. I'll give Fred an 8. I'll give, Fred an 8. I'll give David an 8. But you know, everybody got a 7, man. It was solid all round from everybody, and that's why I think we got our point and deserved
You're very generous.
Wow. You know what? That's why I love him. That's what I'm saying. Hail, Carrick. Hail, Carrick.
I've got to say, Dino, I think you know what? Listen, I think your channel's fortunes are turning, because this evening a couple of people have popped up that actually know what they're talking about. So I'm feeling a bit more at home now. Keep it up, lads. I like it.
See you, lad. Night, mate.
Take care, boys.
See you.
Take care.
Hello? Nuden. Are you here? Oh, well, I'm on the show. Any questions, guys, while we're here? For me, I'd probably say De Gea, going by the comments and by the game. I'm going to give De Gea the 8, you know? I think.
Can you hear me, Bob?
I can hear you now.
Yeah. So yeah. But I'm sure. Did you hear that? My battery died. Were you still on? Were you still live?
Yeah, I'm still on. I started with De Gea. I just said an 8. I think the penalty, he was unlucky. There's nothing he can do. Jorginho's a class penalty taker. You know?
Yes.
You know? What can you do? Right back, if I'm honest with you, he gets a 5 for me.
Yeah.
And that's just because he was able to step onto the pitch. Because personally, I've told you this before, I've said this before, he's shocking. He's not good enough. Crystal Palace wouldn't take him back. That's God's honest truth. They wouldn't take him back. We've wasted 50 million. And Lindelof, I just think it's always worrying when is it worrying that we always seem to see we always say Bailly is our best centre back. You know? Lindelof, I'm gonna give Lindelof a 6. A 6. Lindelof, I'm gonna give Lindelof a 6. Yeah. What about you?
So I'm gonna go with it. So what about Telles? What are you giving Telles?
Oh, sorry. So Lindelof 6, Bailly 7. I think it's nice to see Telles get a nice run of games, you know, and it's gonna take him to get a good run of games. I'm gonna give him a 7 because I don't think he never really got beat too much, you know. He did defend well, so I think a 7 would be fair.
Yeah, right. So I'm gonna give. So I'll keep up with you now. I thought De Gea was man of the match for me. De Gea was man of the match. Wan-Bissaka gets a 5 because for that block, I thought he was stupid way he gave away the penalty. Thiago was facing the wrong way, and you don't. If he's facing you, then you challenge him. But if he's facing away from the goal, you don't. You jockey him. Then you put a tackle in. I thought Victor a 6 today because he looked really good and really looked calm. But I can't give any of the defense a high scores because everybody was back there helping them. Everybody was there helping them. So I can't give them too much. I thought Wan-Bissaka in the first half, I'm giving him a 5 because he made that block against Timo, and most likely he was going to score. Timo Werner. But I thought in the first half they got behind him. I thought they targeted him really in that first half. They got behind him. And he could have cost us the game. I genuinely think they could have cost us the game today. Telles, I thought he did all right. I'll give him a 5.5. Nothing's too special. Moving into midfield, I thought Scott McTominay for me was a 5. Too many backward passes. Too many backward passes for me. Not enough. And I know he blocked, but you don't get to me. Listen, you don't do enough when you have to win. You've won a couple of headers, and then you took one in the face. That doesn't give you man of the match for me.
Yeah, ridiculous.
And Carrick, Jamie Carrick is taking the mick out of us.
But listen, he's mugging Man United off.
He knows McTominay has got some sort of racket protection at Old Trafford. So
100%.
To me, like I'm saying to you, I'm being harsh maybe with some of the players. I thought Bruno was shocking. I thought Bruno gets a 5 from me. I thought Fred, second half, he was a lot better. I thought he got 6.5. I thought Sancho, with the goal, he took it well. Other than that, I thought he was a 6.
Did you notice the finish, what he done for the finish, though?
Yeah, the finish, the little shimmy was good.
Yeah, the shimmy. Who did that remind you of? Who did that remind you of a certain centre-forward that played for Inter Milan?
Yeah, listen. I'm telling you, Ronaldo, of course. The hips in it is all like
the hips, right? The salsa.
Hips loose, mate. Hips are a bit loose. He done it on the hips, but other in the first half, I thought he was shocking. Rashford, he gets a 5 from me, even though he was good in that spell. Out of the outfield players, Fred played well for me. Other than that, Lingard is an average 5. He didn't have the effect. Ronaldo, he didn't even get any touches on the ball. Man United in attacking areas. So go ahead. You tell me your midfield. Matic, I thought Matic was a 6, solid 6 for me. But go ahead.
Yeah, you know what you're going to get with Matic anyway. You know, 6. You're 6. You never done nothing special. What else? Who else played in there? Flipping hell. Bruno's a 4.
Okay.
That's me being. That's me. Yeah, he's got. It's a 4. It's a 4. Rashford, I'm going to give Rashford a 6 as well because I just think. I don't know. I'm failing to remind myself what he'd done the whole game. People might think I'm trolling. I just think if we're going to be really honest, you know. What else? Who's the next player? I'm trying to go through the team here. Sorry.
So it was Matic, McTominay. What did you think McTominay was?
Listen, I've said this before in the thing. Mr. Anti-football, you know, anti-football. Hide and seek. He plays hide and seek when he wants. I'm going to say a 5 because.
Yeah. I said I gave him a 5.
Yeah. I'm going to agree with you. Just say a 5 because.
Too many to play midfield for Man United, and you're going backwards every time with a pass.
Yeah, there was one where Lindelof was telling him to play it to Fred in the middle, and he still put it back. And I'm just like, you're gone, mate, under Ralf. That's
to me. Comments of the night. Here we go. Tell your mate stop this press nonsense. We were dominating. No, one of the best comments. We're dominating both in possession and chances. If this was the standard of pressing, we don't know what to tell you. Well, to me, we pressed in certain times of the game. In that 15 minutes in the second half, I thought we pressed well. But carry on, Bobby. What else do you give to Ronaldo and Lingard, who came on?
Listen, Lingard just got some academy minutes. You know, that's nothing. Lingard 5, didn't do anything. Ronaldo, that one chance where he tried to cut on his right, I think it was textbook. Every Tom, Dick and Mohammed knew he was going to turn on his right. 6, because he didn't do anything. Do you know what I mean? You've got to be honest if we're grading players, you know?
Yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you so much, Bobby. Thank you for every one of you, 150 of you watching. Please smash a like on your way out. And we got a point. We got to be positive. The positive for me tonight was Sancho scored another game. I thought he took his goal well, like he said, like he did a bit of the Ronaldo shimmy. And then he placed the goal well. I thought for the spate of 15 minutes in that second half, we looked like a team. We were connecting our passes. We pressed a bit up the pitch. But I thought we were lucky. I thought Chelsea bottled it in my liking. But there were positives. I thought we fought for the second ball. I don't think anybody backed out of any challenges. Anybody was walking around what we were seeing against Liverpool and what we were seeing against Leicester, what we saw against Man City. I thought we were in it, but I think Chelsea bottled it, us winning it. And if Rudiger scores that goal, they deserve it. They deserve it. They deserve it. At the end of the day.
Listen. Let's be serious here. Let's not crack a joke. Chelsea wanted to win that game. You know.
Yeah, no, of course.
They were like, no, we want to win, and I think that was the difference today, because it was that's where we are at the moment. You know, as a club and as a team. It's listen, we got the point. Do you know what I mean? We get the point.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah, definitely. We got the point. At the end of the day, it was Chelsea. Our record there is quite good, actually. Rangnick, we played a flat back four, a one holding, two wingers, and Bruno the first line, and a mid block. Fair enough. But if that's the Rangnick football we're used to me, it's going to take time. I think he needs to get his medical team in. I think we will get some injuries, because I remember when Ollie tried to do that. And if you guys remember, I've said it on this channel before, and I've said it on the Straight Jacket podcast. When Ollie got the job, I actually watched Mulder. And Ollie played similar to Liverpool. Very pressed, 4-3-3, high pressing game. I'll never forget the game that Ollie tried that, the Gergen press. And it worked, and we played well. But within 20 minutes in that first half, we had 4 muscular injuries. 4 muscular injuries. It was Rashford, Martial, Herrera, and somebody else that I'm forgetting. Was it Lingard? We all got muscular injuries. After that, he abandoned it. In England, there's too many games. For me, it's going to take time. I think a lot of the pressing we're going to be doing, a lot of the things he's going to be doing is by video analysis. And he's one of the best video analysis people in the world. So I can't say his surname, but his first name is Lars. I'm not going to butcher the second name. Yeah. Yeah,
no,
Vinnie.
No.
Well, listen, Vinnie, if you're on Twitter, bro, let's follow each other. Happy to have you on the channel. Since you said you work in video analysis, happy to have you on the channel, bro, and we talk about it. No problem. I'm here. I'm happy to be proven wrong. Like I said, I don't think I will never claim to know anything. I only call it as I see it. Simple. Well, we'll see in it. We'll see. To me, today, honestly, Donny and that pitch, I think Man United keep hold of the ball more. I think Man United create more chances, and we would have been a bit more of a threat if we only played on that number 8.
I feel like he's mugged them off. He's mugged them off. You know, like he's. I don't know, man. Just what's he got to do? Like I feel for him, because I think when you, even if you're picking a team, right? What are you even saying to him? This is why I'm going with McTominay. Do you know what I mean? Like, how is that conversation going? Like, how is that conversation going? Like, Scott McTominay must be unbelievably amazing in training.
Yeah. Now, he's the type of guy who comes in, he does extra training, extra workouts, last one to go home. He's that type of guy. But that can only cover up so much of your lack of ability to be a footballer.
Do you remember something? Do you remember what was it called? Do you remember he done a picture in lockdown? Scott McTominay done a picture in lockdown, and Fred said not Fred, Bruno was like, remember Scotty to do training with the ball as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Listen, big up A-Bop here. I don't care how we play as long as we get results. To be fair, at the moment, it's a results business. We have to pick up some results because we're still, 9th? We're 9th. We're like 12 points off top. I think we're maybe 6 points behind top 4. So we definitely have to pick up some points. I agree. And Arsenal is going to be a very interesting game against Arsenal. But we'll see.
Are we away?
Pick up to every one of you in the Therapy Army. Please share, subscribe, like the channel. Let them know where they can find you, Bobby.
Listen, on Twitter, BOBBYNWNZE. Look out for the new pictures. I was at the Rangers game doing some media stuff today, so yeah.
Big up, bro. Big up. How's that going, bro?
It was good, man. Chilled and chatted with Chris Boyd for a bit. You know,
wicked.
Goal scorer. Could do with one of them at that club. No, it was good. It was good. Yeah, check me on Twitter, Instagram, and also YouTube is Bits and Bobs. Definitely. Exactly.
I thought Roy Keane was bang on there towards the end.
Listen. the thing about Roy Keane, Jamie Carragher was just being petty. He's obviously bored because Jamie Carragher was probably gutted that we never got beat.
Yeah. No, actually, for Liverpool, he wanted us. He's tried pretending, and now that Ollie's out, it's like Man United have done this, Man United have done that. To me, I'm like giving Scott McTominay the man of the match. Where without De Gea today, in that first half, especially, we could have been given a batty wash today. We could have got our batty washed.
No, you're not lying there.
That's what it would have been. Big up, Bob. Rashford needs to be bench improved, 100%. Some of these guys just need coaching. But that's why it's gonna be, for me, it's gonna be absolutely basically just like giving everybody a chance. A clean slate FC. Clean slate FC, mate. That's
listen now. Do you know what? Yeah, Nurdin. Now we've got a proper coach coming in. Now it's gonna be like, okay, are you good enough to play for Man United now? You know, it's like it's going to be about the players now because the coach is tried and tested.
Yeah,
you know, he plays good football. We've seen his students graduate with high colours. Yeah. Now it'll be interesting to see who sinks and who swims. Put it that way.
Yeah, guys, we've gone over now. We know where to find Bobby. Bobby, thank you so much, brother. I hope the game. Check out Bobby. He's put the photos up, match reports. He's doing video reports, interviews. Check him out. You know what I mean? He'll be over the border soon, working in England as well, working in the Premier League. By the moment, he's covering a lot of Scottish football for the BBC. He's still doing bits for the BBC?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Big up,
There's
Bobby.
a doc coming out next week. Document coming out next week. And I've got a League One player interview doc coming out, and I've got Ian Black coming out. Ian Black played for Scotland, Rangers, Hearts, Shrewsbury, Blackpool. So we're going to go have some food with him and just have a nice chat.
Yeah, bud. Big up, bro. Big up. Loving what you're doing at the moment. People, you know where to support him. Bits and Bobs on Twitter. Check him out. Love and respect to you all. And yeah, I just get passionate sometimes. The brother I was saying, I was screaming, hopefully I will. Sometimes I've got a cup of tea, so the cup of tea, I take sips of the cup of tea so that other people can have a way to say, but I'm always letting people come back on my points as well. Love and respect to you all. Please like, subscribe, share. We'll see you for hopefully Wednesday for the preview of Arsenal. Because I will be there hopefully at the stadium on Thursday. If not, we'll be here watching it and we'll be doing a match reaction afterwards. But big up everybody. It's going to be very interesting to see on the Rangnick where we go, where the types of people he brings in, his staff. All I know is that Man United, he's going to be super careful. He's got to do the Gurgen press very slowly into them, because if he goes too hard, they're all going to get muscular injuries because they're not used to the physicality. That's why I said the physio and a conditioning coach are the two important people he's going to have to bring with him. For us to be able to press the way he wants us to press. Big up, love, respect, always, win, lose, draw, Glazers out, Bankers out, Woodward out, Arnold out, Matt Judge out. Peace. Randy, come on, lad, sort it out. Wonderbar. Let's hope it is Wonderbar. But like I said, he needs to get full control of this club. Hopefully, then we'll bear the fruits maybe this season and then seasons to come. Bobby, love, respect to you, brother. Always love.
Take care.
Peace, love, and light, people. Take care.